Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm your friend Insect. So today let's continue to make our imagination world with the help of Unity. For now, as you could say, our character could move, but it's too slow. It cannot run. She cannot run. So the first thing we are going to do is to add a running animation to our character to let it move faster than this one.
Rotation. Also, let's add circle collider 2D, so cat can walk on the grass. Okay, it's time to add a script that does all of the job. It's pretty simple one. Here is rigid body 2D variable, move speed and direction x variables that help cat to move. In start method we get that rigid body component. Then, in update method, we read if left shift button is pressed and is being held down, and if it is, then move speed variable is set to 10, else if shift button is released, then move speed equals to 5. Then we assign direction x variable according to arrow button pressed value multiplied by move speed. In fixed update method, we pass a velocity to rigid body component in x-axis according to direction x value. Y velocity stays the same. That's it. Add this script to cat, hit play and see how it works. The cat can walk slowly if shift button isn't pressed, and cat walks twice faster while we hold left shift button down. Hope you like this tutorial. Thank you for watching.
Okay, after a few trying, now I feel it's necessary for me to explain again for the process of importing an animation. Well, for example, now you get an animation right in here. What you have to do is to choose the in place option. So now your character will always running at the same place. Then you download your packaging, and remember, you're gonna choose the FBX for Unity. You can choose with skin or without skin. Let's choose without skin for this time. Okay, after we downloaded that file, we're gonna drop it into our Unity asserts. Now we get our FBX file. Again, what you wanna do is to select that script, then press the Ctrl with D. So you'll get a animation file. Let me just rename it to running. Then drag it into our animator or animation controller. We go back to our scripts. Now, as you could say, we get those running animation if we press the shift key while moving the player. Well, for now, as you could say, when we press the shift with the direction key, nothing will happen. They even do not have the animation anyway. That's weird. So to be honest, that's what we are going to fix. And I know exactly how can we do that. First, we delete the running script, the running animation that we have. We delete that. Then we'll try to use Blender to import that FBX file. Yeah, after the importing, this is what you say. Right, just something like this, okay? What you're gonna do is to delete the light, delete the camera, only leave the animation out there. Then you hit the export FBX file. You export that file to your Unity assert folder with a corresponding name that you have. For example, for now I'm gonna just name it running. So now you got a running object. What you're gonna do is to do the same thing, Control with D to get that animation out. Then you rename it to running. Again, what you're gonna do is drag it into your animation controller. Okay, after that we still see nothing. So I'm going to try this again. But for this time, I'm gonna choose a waist skin. Yeah, so you could say this is our character for now. If we choose the waist skin kind of thing. And then we can even play this. And when we play it, as you could say, wait a minute, it's running. Okay, we're gonna work with this one. So what you're gonna do is to delete those lights and camera. We will only need the armature. I don't know the meaning of armature for now. Then you're gonna export that model to FBX file. You're gonna export it into the animation folder that you have and give it a proper name. For now, that'll be running. Export it. Then we go back to Unity. Okay, this is our file. We're gonna find that animation. Where is that? Okay, this one. Then head to the Control with D. Then we rename it to running. Then we go to the controller. We move this running into the animation controller. Now we're done. Let's try it out. Okay, here we go. You can say that it's running, but it only runs one time. So what we are going to do is to go to the running. We choose a loop time, so it will loop forever. For now, as you could say, we got a character running forever. That's cool. Then we're gonna do some modification about our code. So if we are pressing the shift key, we do a running. If we didn't press that shift key, we do the working animation. And if we didn't move at all, then we are just standing in there, do nothing. Okay, then if the shift key is in pressing, we'll say the movement speed would be 10 would be a number that's produced by this formula, input movements times 50. Maybe that's not a proper way. Let's say we're gonna time it by 3, or we're gonna multiply it by 3. Okay, finally I solved this problem. The truth is we should never use get key down, because this function will only work if the user just happened to press the key. But that's not what we want. So what we want is to do a detection about the key to say if that key is being pressing. So in this case, we should use the get key here. So after I change the code or function to get a key, then everything just works fine. For example, now let me play this. Okay, this is our game. So when I press left or right, our character is in the working. Then if I press shift, now our character is running. So I could let it running like this. As you could say, it's quite smooth, if you ask me. And if I stop the shift, it will start working. And if I press the shift key again, our character would be start working. Oh no, start running. That was nice. Okay, then we probably could be able to just delete the old FBX file that we have. Okay, then I'm gonna enable the old camera that we have. But now let me just run it again. Okay, this is our character when she's working. This is how it looks like. It's quite good. Then if I press the shift key, and you will say our character is start to running. Okay, that was nice. The only problem is we need to change the running speed. We should change it to maybe 5. Okay, for now, let me think about this. Okay, when we change the God, we should do something like this. Let me do this. We should say a public running multiplier, and it should be an integer, and at the beginning should be equal to 5. Multiplier. That's how they call it.
Running multiplier.
Running multiplier. Okay. For this case, I just want to say if the shift is pressing. Okay, here we should have a multiplier, and at the beginning it's equal to 1. If the shift key is pressing, we would say the multiplier equal to the running multiplier. Then for whatever movements, we're gonna times the old value with our multiplier. Yeah, now if we go back, this is how it looks like. We could run our character. Nice. Yeah, the only problem for now is that I feel like this character, or maybe it's related to our computer, I don't feel quite smooth. Let me see, where's the problem? Okay, for now it's much more better, and the only problem for it is that the camera moves so quick when our character is running. I just want to make it smoother. Yeah, how can we do that? Alright, and I think that I do not know how to switch it to a best status, but I guess this one would be fine. Yeah, the next thing, what I'm gonna do is to add a sky to our world. Okay, finally I got everything set it up. Now we have a sky and we have a ground. We could run inside of our world, and we can also just work inside of our world. This is how it look like. I made quite a few changes to the game logic. So for now, if we are running, if our character is in running, then we will disable the free look camera. If the character is in standing or walking, we'll use the free look camera. So for example now, our character is in the standing status, so we could just use a free look camera without any problem. And if our character is in walking, we could also use a free look free look camera. But whenever our character start to running, the free look camera would be disabled. So we would not be able to switch the view anymore. So the whole game would be more stable. Although I still feel like the game is a little bit stuck out there. It's probably related to the to my computer because it cannot do the calculation that quick. And I also notice the quickest way to speed up our game. The quickest method for speed up our game is to disable the light. For example, now without the light, we run our game again. All those materials would be much more. It would be much more better. But I still feel like the whole view for character is kind of weird. I keep feeling I don't know how to describe that word. Let me do a search.
Oscillation.
Yeah, I keep feeling the oscillation of her character. Whenever she starts to move, I feel that. Yes, you can know, as you say here, whenever our character starts to rotation, I can say that's oscillation.
Oscillation.
Oscillation, right?
One of my favorite things to
Alright, in the end, I do not wanna. To be honest, I couldn't solve that problem. So still, when we're running and if we rotation, if we do the direction change, the character will
Oscillation.
Will behave very bad with the oscillation problem. Okay, maybe for the next time I'll just create some skills for character. Because for now, the only skills for character is that it could be able to fly. This is how it look like. Our character could fly. Yeah, but let's say this is not. We cannot just let our character fly. That would be boring. So we must do something for it. We'll definitely do something for it. Okay, that's today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.